Hello beautiful flowers and welcome to another video. It's once again time for a yellow chair session where I'm going to be talking about my new album. So exciting, it's finally out for all of you to hear here on YouTube, on Spotify and also on Apple Music. If you want to go give it a listen, I have all the links down below for Spotify, for Apple Music and also for the playlist that I have made for the album on here on YouTube. So I have this tradition where I sit on my yellow chair and talk about the album, the songs in it, what inspired me to make them, what they are about, and just a bit of information overall about the album. I have made some notes for myself just so that I will remember to say everything I want to say about the songs. The album has actually 3 sections that are divided by the interludes that are instrumental only. This album tells a journey that I have gone through, so it's a really personal album for me and I'm so proud of what I was able to make and produce. I'm so proud of all of the songs that are on this album. And I already want to say such a huge thank you to every single one of you who have supported me, who have given me such a positive feedback on the songs and who have been listening to the songs. I'm just so grateful for all the support I have gotten. So already, this is only the 2nd day. The album was released yesterday and I have already gotten so much good feedback and positive messages from you guys, so I'm so happy and grateful and thankful for all of that, and I'm so happy to hear that you have enjoyed listening to the songs. So I will just go through the songs in order as they are in the album. So the first one is the intro, Child and the Piano. This song is really similar to these short piano songs I would make when I was a child. They lasted 20 seconds, but I would almost every day open the piano and play something like composing songs, and then I will just close the piano and I was done for the day. But I really remember loving doing those little songs, short songs on the piano. It was so much fun. That inspired me to do this short song, piano song, that would start this album, to be an intro of this album, as this album goes through the experiences that I had from childhood. Also, the album is about healing your inner child. As you can see from the amazing album cover that one of my friends made. I will leave the link down below to her Instagram account. I'm so grateful for her for making that and taking so much of her time. First taking the photos and then she edited the photo and added photo from my childhood. I gave her 2 photos from my childhood and she combined those 2 pictures and also those letters you see, which create the word healing, are my handwriting when I was learning to write. I found these little papers from preschool I went to and I just took pictures of those letters and sent them to her so she would be able to add them to the cover and create the word healing. The only letter that is not made by me is the G at the end. She had to make that as I couldn't find the G letter from those preschool papers, but I'm so grateful how well she managed to understand what I was going for the album cover. So go and check out her Instagram page. She is such an amazing photographer. She has amazing photos on her profile, so go check them out. Continuing with the first song, I really love how I was able to find this piano sound that sounds right like an old piano, an acoustic piano. As a child I would play a lot with the pedal, I think that's what it's called, as it would make the sound spread more. So I really like that it has the similar sound to the piano I used to play when I was a child. Then going to the next song, which is Lullaby. I wanted to use the same piano. I kind of wanted to connect the intro to the next song with the same instrument. This song is a song I made for the inner child. It's kind of about me trying to heal and reassure this inner child that everything is going to be okay. In the song, I sing about how you have less than love, but I wanted to sing about how you will have love later on, how you will find it. There are so many different types of love in this world. So I wanted to reassure the child in me, the inner child, that you will find it and you won't be alone. Just to reassure that everything is going to be okay. You will get the chance to heal. And I really wanted this song to sound like a lullaby. I came up with the name of the song. The last thing I do is give the songs the names. But this song, it just sounded like a lullaby to me. So I was just like, this name has to be a lullaby. That's what I went for. I wanted it to sound like a lullaby. So I tried to make the melody as soft as possible. I asked one of my friends to listen to the song before they were able to see the name of the song. They told me that, oh, this sounds like a lullaby. And I was like, oh my goodness, I actually managed to make it sound like a lullaby. So I was so happy to hear that. It's a soft and sad start to the album, but it really tells the feelings of that inner child. And it's the start of this long journey. And the third song is called 19. It's a song where I wanted to play a bit more with the background music. And as the song goes on, you can hear like little by little more instruments coming through. And I wanted to add more instruments one by one, slowly to the song. So if you listen to it, you can focus on the background music too and find this layering of the instruments slowly increasing. The message behind this song is how you easily do things to please others, to make others happy, and forgetting about your own happiness. Sometimes you might not even have a choice, but to do things in a way that makes other people happy, even though it makes you miserable. So this song tells about the feeling of being in that kind of situation. It's a situation where you can lose your hopes, you can lose your dreams. Makes you feel like you're locked in a room where you can't get out of, you can't see any light. It's just this darkness. But you tell yourself that at least the other person is happy. But at the end, the last sentence is about how I want to be happier, I want to be happy. That is the message behind this song, and that's why I wanted to intensify the last sentence with layering and applying more instruments. And suddenly the instruments disappear and then there is that one sentence. It's kind of like, what about me? Like, I want to be happier. And it's a reminder that you are allowed to feel like that. You are allowed to want to be happy. And it's not wrong. Even if others make you feel like that, it's important to remember that your own happiness should come first. And that is what I wanted to say in this song. Then the fourth song, The Angel, it has this really bright melody. It doesn't sound that sad, even though the lyrics are really sad. It's about people who love you but who don't like you, as it is said in the lyrics. These people don't like your opinions, they don't like you as a human being, they don't like you who you are as a person, but they still love you, and that's why they are part of your life. It's kind of like accepting that things are like that. You can't change these other people to like you. You can't force them to like you, even though they love you. And that's why the melody is really peaceful and happy sounding. It's about accepting the situation as it is. It's this bittersweet feeling you have that you can have. It does hurt a lot, but there really isn't much you can do about it. I think that there are people who perhaps can relate to these lyrics. So I also want them to know that they are not alone with these feelings. They are not alone with having people who love them but who don't like them. And I think it's important to know that you're not alone in these type of situations. So I wanted to put this type of song in this album. And then the 5th song is interlude Soul and. The name ends like that. It kind of like cuts suddenly. It's because the sentence will be completed by the next songs. My thought was like, it's Soul and Crow, Soul and 4 a.m. So the next couple of songs will complete the sentence. This interlude divides the songs that tell a story from the childhood, from the inner child, then the next chapter in my life where I moved alone to my own home. I wanted it to have a bit of some elements from The Angel, but also elements from the next song. It goes really well together with the next song, Crow, as you can hear the melody of the crow at the end, and then it's like immediately starts with the next song. I wanted it to be this like seamless transition to the next song. So the next song, Crow, is about the very first year when I moved alone to my own apartment and when I lived alone. It's about this feeling as I have never been more alone as I was back then, and I was so sad. I would just do some puzzles alone on the floor, and I was so confused, I was so lost, I didn't know what to do. It was really difficult for me to find new social group. It was so difficult for me to introduce myself to new people, to go outside and meet new people. It was so difficult as an introvert as I am. It's scary. I feel really anxious if I have to go to new people and introduce myself. It was difficult also because I didn't know anyone from that city. I had no support system there. I was completely by myself. So this song tells about that feeling. During that time, many mornings I would sit in my kitchen, and on top of one of the trees I could see from the window, there would be a crow sitting on top of it, and it was keeping me company every morning. It was kind of like, it was really nice. Every time I went to eat breakfast, I would see the crow. I was like, oh, it's there again. And it became this small thing that made me happy. That's how I ended up making this song about the crow. I will sing a lot, obviously. I will sing a lot by myself in my apartment alone. So that's why there is the lyrics singing sad songs for the crow, as it was kind of like the only one who came day after day to sit on the same tree that I could see from my window. So that's how I came up with the song. That's why it has this melancholy sound. It sounds sad as it is a sad song, but there is this calmness to it. How there was this routine of seeing the same crow every morning, and it became like part of the safe space. Like, this is the routine now in my life. It became part of it. I also wanted to play with the lyrics a bit. That's why singing sad songs for the crow, it kind of sounds like I'm saying crowd. Also in the bridge, the crow and crow. So they kind of go together. I wanted to play with the words. It was a really nice, like, experimental thing I had in the song. And to me, this is personally my favorite song from the album. And I'm so happy to see how many of you actually like this song. I was so surprised to see so many views on the official audio here on YouTube. Like, I did not expect that many views in the first couple of hours. I think it's right now like over 400 views on that song, which is so crazy to me. And I'm so grateful and so thankful that you like this song so much. Like, thank you so much. I'm really proud of this song. I really like it a lot. Especially I love the lyrics and the chorus of the song. I really like how catchy it is and how it starts to play in your mind easily. So I'm really happy that you also like it. So the next song is 4 a.m. and it's a song about panic attacks. I used to get them a lot in the past, and I would wake up during the nights, like in the middle of the night, I would wake up and have a panic attack, and they were terrible. I had these experiences that my body wasn't mine, or I was outside of my body. Usually these panic attacks occurred around 4 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m. That's why I named the song 4 a.m. I also wanted to play a bit with the lyrics. The am I not? If you say it, am I not? It kind of sounds like I'm saying my name, Emma, in English accent. If you say it in Finnish accent, it's Emma, but in English it's Emma. So that's why I wanted to sing it kind of like am I not? Like Emma not. So like I'm not myself. You can hear this really intense breathing between the sentences, and like sometimes I'm taking a breath really loudly, and that describes what my panic attacks were like. Just not being able to breathe normally. And also the you word in the lyrics actually means me. As I said, I had those experiences where I felt like I was outside my body. So it's kind of like me singing to myself. Like, can you hear me? Who are you? Like this type of things. Like I couldn't recognize myself, especially as it was during the nights. I was like sleepy. I didn't fully understand what was going on. So that intensifies the situation I was in. And at the beginning of the bridge, you can hear the drum changing, and that represents the feeling when your heartbeat like changes its rhythm suddenly. And at the same time, when this has happened to me, I take a really deep and sudden breath, like and so I wanted to have that in the song too. So it's a song about not really knowing what is true and what is not. Like you can't really understand what is real at the moment. I really like how this song came to be. I love the drums, I love the breathing, how I used the taking a breath in the song. I really like it a lot. And I think that I was able to bring out the panic attack really well. And it was actually really difficult for me to do those breaths because I felt like I was getting a panic attack as I was intentionally, is that the word? I hope it is. Breathing like that, like really fast and taking quick breaths. But I wanted the listener to be able to hear them. It was so difficult for me, but I'm happy that I was able to do it, as I think it fits the song perfectly. Then we go to the second interlude, which is myself and like before, the next 3 songs will complete the sentence. So it will be myself and smiling, myself and by, myself and here. This divides the past loneliness and fear with the future, a bit of anger and finding yourself. And I really wanted it to sound angry with the bass, as it then goes well with the next song that is smiling. It's a song about finally being able to smile and enjoy life after leaving people behind who belittled you, who didn't have any respect for you as a human being, and who don't want to accept that you are your own human being. You have your own opinions, you have your own way of seeing this world. You have left those people behind who don't understand this and who don't respect you and respect your views and opinions. Just see you as a little girl, as in my experience, and in the lyrics you can hear. It's about you being allowed to be this person who has their own opinions and views on things. I put more bass to this song to make it sound more angry and to make a statement so that it will make the lyrics come out more. To get the message out, that was my intention with this song. Also, the smiling is like you're now smiling to these people who belittled you, who didn't see you as your own person. So now you're smiling at them like, look at me. Now I'm finally free to actually say what I really feel and not caring anymore about what you think about it and being my own person. And at the end, that's why I tried to make it sound like I'm really smiling, like the third finger out. I thought that it was really fun to record it, and I think it sums up pretty well the feeling of I'm finally free from you and I can finally be my own person, and I don't have to have people around me who make me feel like I'm nothing. The song number 10 is called Bye. It's a song I wrote about the town I was born in. And it is also a song about not being afraid of saying my own opinions, even if they differ from other people's opinions. As you can see in the lyrics, if some people cannot accept my opinions, then they are free to leave. Like, no one is forcing you to be here. I put the focus on the bass, and it's like the main instrument in this song. I wanted to have this type of a bass song in my album because I personally love songs that have a lot of bass. So obviously I had to make one myself. This was actually the most difficult song for me to make. Like, I almost threw this to the bin. Like, it was so difficult to record. As it was time to record this song, I fell ill. The first verse was recorded while I was ill, but I had to give up on recording because I couldn't get any voice out of me. Usually I write the lyrics first and then I start to think about the melody and the beat and the rhythm and so on. But this time I decided to change the lyrics completely. So I wrote them after I had already made background music. And it was so difficult for me to do it that way. Like, it was difficult to find the right words I wanted to have. But it was a good experience to do a song this way too. I think that I do want to try it later on with other songs too, as it does make them completely different to what they would be if I would first write the lyrics and then do the melody to make it fit the feeling of the lyrics that I have already wrote. And now I'm really happy how this song came out to be, even though I was really unsure at first, is it even a good song? But also my friends who listened to the song told me that they really liked it, that it was one of their favorite songs, and I was really surprised. So now I'm happy it's out there and that I got it done. I also really like it a lot, so I'm really happy that I did not take it out of the album. I also played a bit with the words like merry-go-round, go and go, like going in circles. Like, some people are stuck in this circle where they cannot go out of. A lot of people don't know how to get out of a cycle they are in, and they just keep on living this same merry-go-round where they perhaps pretend to be happy even though they're not. And I don't want to be part of that type of life. So in the beginning, you'll come back. What does that mean? It's me kind of being like, no, I won't. I won't be back ever again. I don't want to be part of that merry-go-round where you have to pretend to like something you don't like. Or I don't want to be part of that merry-go-round where I have to have the same opinions as everyone else. Like, I'm allowed to have my own opinions and points of view on different things. I don't have to be part of this circle where things just go as how certain people want them to go. And that is the message behind this song. Then is the final song. It's the number 11 and it's called Here. And it is the only song that has the capital letter on the H. I wanted to emphasize the word at the end of this new road that I am on. It is my very first happy sounding song that also has this quite quick tempo. It was really fun to make. The message about finding the right path after you have healed, finding the right path where you can heal. Why I wanted to make this a title track is because I think it goes well with the album's name, Healing. So it's healing here. This is the path I have taken, and this is the path where I have started to heal, where I have healed, and I will continue to heal. So I'm healing right here, where I am right now. I also wanted to make this song for other people, for my friends, for the listeners who are going through this path of healing. And I want them to know that they are not alone and that I will be right here. And I believe that you will find the right way for yourself. Even if it's not about healing, I want this song to be a message for everyone who listens to it, that they are not alone in finding their way in this life, as it's really difficult. Just that I will be right here by your side, and that nobody needs to be alone. I wanted this to be a happy song because it's part of my journey to this song, that I have found the right path for me to heal and where I can continue to heal. I also wanted to make it a happy song because of the message of other people being able to find the right path. I wanted to unite these themes together. I don't have an outro to this album because of this message of this journey of healing not ending yet. It will continue, even though I am at a very much better place right now. But still the healing is not completed. I don't think that it ever will be. There are going to be new things that need healing. So that's why I didn't want to have an outro, because it doesn't end. It doesn't stop here. So those were the songs of this new album. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for listening and hearing the behind the scenes of each song and what message I wanted to give with them. And I want to thank you so much for listening to my songs and supporting me. And I'm so grateful. I don't even have enough words for that. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to go listen to this new album, I will leave all the links down below where you can find it here on YouTube, Spotify and Apple Music. And I also will be leaving links down below to my social media if you want to go and follow me there. I think that is all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!